Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Today, I'm going to talk about this Talios PvP event. I'm going to try to make this short since I've already kind of covered this with my anti-strike team video. You see on the screen here, two Talios. This is a battle log from two Talios. One's mine, one is somebody else's. You see they're running full interceptor strike team. And one of the anti-PvP crews for fighting strike team that I mentioned was Kang in the lead. You see I have Kang, Laniska, and Garrick. Now, yes, this Talios is not as strong as mine, but you can notice how much damage I did to him and how little he did to me. Kang is going to provide you accuracy, which is very good against interceptors. Accuracy counters dodge. Kang captain ability is going to provide hull breach. When you add synergy to that, it's going to be a higher percentage to get you hull breach, which is going to make Garrick activate. Garrick gets you more crit chance when you have hull breach. Show you another example. This is the same Talios. He was a little bit less damaged than the last one. Still a pretty decisive victory. Scroll to the next one. Again, this is a different Talios. And you can tell that this guy has a little bit more research behind him than the last one. Because you can see this is a level 5 Talios, where the other one was a level 10. But yet here, level 5 is a little stronger. Something I did mention with Laniska in my anti-strike team video was that I wasn't 100% sure that her officer ability of adding armor to an interceptor when fighting interceptors was that great of an idea. Because if you add armor, you're fighting a ship that has high armor piercing. So I wasn't 100% sure if that was going to help or if it was going to be like neutral. But you can see here from this battle log, 1 million, a little more than 1 million on the critical hit. And you can see that I mitigated 723,000 of that. Now, I didn't use a calculator. I don't feel like we really need to in this instance, and this is why I picked this one. Right? You got 1 million. So 723,000 is approximately 720,000%. So max mitigation. This is it's close enough to max mitigation that I'm calling it max mitigation. And I'm going to say that Laniska may be your best option. Especially an event where it's like the Talios, and I think we had a few that are Vidar, Krell, and Yangaha. Their officer abilities were doing extra damage to Federation or Romulan ships. Well, because these are the Talios, and the Vidar was another event that ran, I guess it was last month. They don't have a faction designation, so therefore Yagnaha and Krell won't work. But Laniska does work. She obviously adds mitigation. At least we can see by this battle log. Going to my last screenshot here. Because Gold Ducat with max synergy, they're going to get hull breach. If you don't have interceptor strike team, there's no officer that's going to guarantee you hull breach. Even with Kang, it's only 80%. 80% is high, and it's really good, but there's no guarantee. And while I say this is a good option. One, because you're going to get hull breach from Kang. You're getting accuracy, which lowers your opponent's mitigation. Garrick is going to add your crit chance when you get hull breach. And then Liniska is increasing your mitigation. If you don't get hull breach, you're screwed. And you can see that there. Just a roll of the dice sometimes. I mean, it's kind of how it was before all these strike team assholes kept coming out. Because with the strike teams, you're almost guaranteed to get that, what do they call that? I can't, ship state or something to that effect. Like morale and hull breach and burning and the new one, assimilate. The strike teams are designed to get it. And without them, there's just no guarantee. But you don't have a strike team, or in this case, I do. And I thought, what the hey? I know that, especially with Kang, it is a good anti-interceptor strike team crew. So would I be doing better or worse? I don't know. It wasn't really that big a deal to me. I did the event relatively easy. Hopefully, I know some of you have not played the game as long. You just haven't had the time to do as much research. Maybe you're not into it. You don't play as much as I do. You're a regular Joe. You have to put shit tons of hours into your job or your family life and whatever. And that's fine. This is really just me trying to give you options on how to actually complete this event and maybe enjoy it, because there's a good chance that you can get a few wins out of this, especially with Kang. Just because they made a bunch of strike team PvP crews doesn't mean that the old mechanics, or I guess they're not really old mechanics, so the old way of doing PvP has no use. Right here, high mitigation for you, lowering your opponent's mitigation. It still has use, as you can see through the other screenshots. You can still get wins. So hopefully you're not too bummed about another PvP event. You can hopefully have some fun with this one, whether you have Interceptor Strike Team or not. Comment below. How did this PvP event go for you? Or have you not even started yet? Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.